Good morning, everybody. It's nice to see you all here today. I've come today to talk to you about your social media and to talk to you about how to set up your Instagram and your Facebook properly. Hi, Lynn. It's good to see you here. If you wanted to pop into the chat and say hello, that'd be great. Also, there's a little hand raise if you've got a question that you can pop in as well. Hi, Dave. How are you today? I hope it's nice and warm over there. It's quite chilly down here in Busselton still. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, hi Maya, I'm going to share my screen and I may or may not be able to see the chat, but I'll come back to you if I can. So I'm just going to, and also, can you please give me a little bit of grace today because this is the first time using this type of technology for me and it might just be a little bit clunky. So I'm sure you all understand how technology is sometimes. Just going to share my screen. Okie dokes. So talking today about, let's just move things around. Talking today about how to set up and sell and grow using your social media. Okay, I've got to just move a few things around so I can see. Alrighty, setting up to sell and grow using your social media. So social media changes all the time. So we need to make sure that you're set up correctly. Very, very easy for your customers to find you, to trust you, to follow you, and eventually to buy from you. So this is for people who are a service-based or a product-based industry. And we can set it up so it's absolutely so easy for your customers to buy from you or to book or to connect with you to try and get your service or your product. So if you've got any questions along the way, just pop them in the chat and I'll either get back to them at the end or we can try and answer them as we go along. Okay, so what we're doing in this program is we are giving you webinars like this one, we're giving you workshops, we're giving you face-to-face, all through the Digital Solutions program. So let's get started. So with more than 2.89 billion monthly users, it's important to make a very good first impression on your business. So thinking about your Facebook page or your Instagram page as the secretary that sits in the front, or the front of your shop, your I can't think of the word right now. Yeah, your shop front. That's the word. That's a bit silly. Thinking about your shop front and saying, okay, this is your shop front. It needs to look really, really great. This is the first impression of your business that a lot of people will see. So I just need to move that out of the way again. You're probably aware that Facebook owns Instagram. So in order to connect your Instagram account to Facebook, the Facebook actually needs to be set up first. So let's just take some time and do it well. Now, I actually encourage you to get your phone out at this time. So I want you to go through and have a look at your Facebook business page. Get your phone out. Don't judge yourself. Everybody's learning these things. And have a look and see if you've set things up properly, or make a little note of something that you can set up properly at another time. So like I said, this could be the first impression you're making to a customer. So we want it to be really smooth, very friendly, very easy, and hopefully this guide will help you make that really great first impression. So I'm assuming you already have set up a business Facebook page and you're not using your personal one. When you are running a business, it's very important to have that business page and not run your business from your personal page. So with most people using mobiles to view these days, we'll also need to make sure that your page looks very, very good on mobile. Okay, so who am I to tell you what to do? I've been teaching small business owners how to use the power of social media to build their businesses for over 8 years. And I've previously owned and taught in my own yoga studio. I owned a fair trade, a gift shop, bookstore, and I owned and managed a wellness centre. I've also had multiple e-commerce stores, and I currently make my own products and sell them on Amazon in the US and Australia. I'm also the author of 3 books on managing stress, and in my spare time, I'm one of the facilitators for On Call, which is a free breast cancer wellness exercise program. I'm a Shopify and Facebook partner, and I've got my Bachelor of Teaching, my Certificate for in Small Business, and I'm a certified e-commerce specialist. But most of all, my most important job, I'm a mum of 2 teenagers. Okay, so let's have a think about your profile picture. So open up your phone, have a look at your profile picture on your business page. That's the one in the circle. So the ones on the left-hand side, these are great. So making sure that your logo picture, it's either your profile picture, it's either your logo or your face if you are your brand. So this one's great. It's great lighting. It's friendly. It's got some nature in the background. It's perfect. So that would be very, very easy for someone to recognize when they jump into your page. This one, not so much. This one needs some work. Unless you've got a page that is for your cat, I don't suggest making that your profile picture. Okay, let's have another look at this one. So this is the logo. That sits beautifully inside the circle. Whenever you're creating your logos, I always suggest to people to actually create a logo that is round, that can sit in all of your social media pictures. Again, this one's great. What I do like about this one though is that the wording sits inside it as well. I'll often see the logo, but with the wording that isn't sitting inside the profile picture. So that's exactly the same as this one. You've got your face of the logo, but the wording isn't inside the picture. And again, with this one down here, you've got the logo, but it doesn't fit inside it. So just makes it visually appealing for your customers. It's very obvious, especially with this one, and this one. Your customers can see exactly what it is. Okay, so just making sure that your logo, for a start, fits in. Now, just to actually take a step back, the reason why I designed this workshop is because on one of my pages in my groups, I asked for people to advertise their businesses. But I found when I started liking them that there were so many very easy mistakes that people could fix. So that's why I've developed this workshop, just so we can set things up beautifully from the start, make it easy for our customers, and then just sit and forget it really, and get on with your business and get on with creating content for your social media. So the cover photo. There's no point in putting the same thing in your profile picture that's in your cover image. You'll be wasting very, very valuable real estate that way. So do you see here, that's your profile picture and this is your cover. So there's no point in making it the same. So we could, if you're doing the sushi, that's beautifully in the profile picture, and then this is the cover photo. So on a mobile, that will actually sit in here, and so then you've got a beautiful image of your service or your product, but you've also got your logo in there as well. So it just gives you a lot more chance to advertise your product or your service. So parts of the cover image you have designed on your desktop won't show on the mobile. So make sure that your product or service is shown within this space. Usually within the second third of your cover photo is shown on a mobile. So if I was to do this, I'd probably move that beautiful sushi, delicious stuff, food into this area here. And so it's going to be shown a lot more on mobile. So usually we design it on our desktop and we don't really think about it again. But we need to have a look on our mobiles to see if all of our information is actually in that second third of the page. And then go into completing your details. There's actually quite a lot of things that you can put in your Facebook page that will allow people to get to know you and trust you and like you and follow you and buy from you. So we can put a story in there that's lovely, but it's a really great place to actually add your website. You'll be adding your website in other places as well, but why not add it in here as well? Use the space, use that real estate. Put in a call to action. Do you want people to follow you? Do you want people to go to your website? Do you want people to call you? Do you want people to book with you? And tell them exactly how to do this. The other thing that you might have is you might have a discount code that you want to put in there. You might even want to put in some keywords. Try not to bunch it up too much with keywords. We want it all to make sense, but it's a really good idea to put some keywords in there so Facebook sort of knows who to put your content in front of. So in the categories, be very clear about this so Facebook knows who to put your page in front of. This can also all be changed. So don't be too precious about it. It can change if your business changes. So if you've got a booking system and then you change to doing a digital course, these things can change. With your contact, only put in there where you'll actually answer. I see so many contacts that it might have a phone number or might have a messenger, but people don't check it. So please make sure that you say to yourself, okay, how do I actually want my customers to contact me, and on the weekends and late at night? So if you don't want your phone number in there, don't put it in there, because people will call at bizarre times. But if you do want your phone number in there, I notice a lot of real estate agents are constantly 24/7, their phones are on. So pop your phone number in there. Now, if you don't own your own website, popping with your contact, if you don't own your own website, that's absolutely fine, because you can always create a MailChimp lead page, landing page, or if you've got a product, you can pop in your Amazon storefront or the Etsy URL, or if you've got a booking page, put in that URL, or if you've got a link tree, and we'll cover that a little bit later. Or you can even put in your Instagram URL if people want to go over to your Instagram and have a look and see what you're doing over there as well. And then just go through and fill out as much as you can. Don't stop if you don't know how to fill out some of it. Just keep going, keep trying. Okay, so with the settings, so messaging, you can always set up an automated message to welcome people who message you. It is a really great place to put in your frequently asked questions, because it saves you answering them all the time. The templates and tabs. So we click the template that best suits your business. So the call to action button can direct people to the best place. So we move it, and then we can move the tabs around to showcase what you want people to see first. This templates and tabs section is the biggest, not mistake, that's probably not the right word, but the biggest thing that trips up product-based that have shops. Because to get the shop now button, that template needs to be turned into the shop. Okay, so that's just a little tip that you can really, that template is really quite important if you have a product-based industry. And then just go through all the other tabs and change anything to suit your business. Now, people ask me all the time, oh, I don't really want to invite people to my page. I feel like I'm being pushy. They don't have to accept. They don't have to go into your page, not being pushy. You're letting people know that this is your business, you're proud of your business, and hopefully they're going to support you in your business. So go ahead and invite everyone. Okay, so going back, so once we've set everything up, then we go back to our normal view of your business page, so without all the editing, and we click the call to action button. Now, this is the main part that I go to with most people when I'm having a look at their Facebook pages, is that call to action button actually goes to where they want it to. Like I said, you don't want people messaging you if you don't know how to access the Messenger tab on your phone, or if you don't want to message them. If you want people to go to your booking system, make sure that that's all beautifully linked so that it's so easy for your people to actually get to you and book you. If there's any clunkiness, if there's any sort of issues when people are trying to get to you, they may get distracted in between this call to action button and wherever they're sending you. You don't want to make it hard for them. You want to make it very, very easy. Okay, so with your Facebook page, with your cover page, we want to make it very clear about what it's all about. Now, I asked Mel if I could use this as a demonstration because I think she's done a very, very good job. Straight away, we know what her product is. It's wine. Straight away, it's so clear. If you're a visual person, it's very clear. If you need to read things, it's very clear. She's having a look at her logo down here. She's got her logo within the circle. It's very clear what it's all about. She's got the name. She's changed the name down here as her brand name. She talks about exactly what it is, wine and spirits. And then she's got exactly shop to the website. So the call to action points directly to the right place. She hasn't got here message me and then I'll message you the website, because there's too many places for people to get lost on the way of actually ordering from her. Then once we have done all of that, we go back and we clean up our feed. So we clean up our Facebook page. So we delete any admin type posts. So every time you change your cover photo, it actually goes into your feed as, you know, that you've changed it. But your customers, that's not relevant for your customers. So all you do is go through your feed and say to yourself, my customers are going to be looking at my Facebook feed and they're going to say, what's in it for me? They don't need to know that you've changed that cover photo. That's not useful for them. And so just click on the 3 dots on the top right corner of that post and click delete. We just want to clean up that feed so that anytime anyone comes to your post, every single post that you show them is relevant, that's interesting, is entertaining, or is educational for that customer. And then sometimes when we're starting out, we're actually really worried about telling people about our product or our service. We think, oh, we don't want to be too salesy, but that's what we're there for. We really need to let our customers know at least every 4th post about your product or your service. So this is just a quick posting strategy. Now I'm doing another workshop on this and I go into a lot more detail about where to find your content and how to put it in. But this is just nice, quick posting strategy. You might want to write it down, you might want to screenshot it. So I'll leave it here for a little while. So thinking about your Facebook posts or Instagram posts or any other social media really that you're doing, is you want to think about them in 4 different ways. So the first post, like I said, it needs to be your product or your service. You need to show people your product or service in use. We can show people using it. We can do video testimonials. We can tell them where to get it. Now, like I said, I will go into this in a lot more detail in another webinar. The other thing that social media is social. They come there to be entertained. They come there to take pressure off their life, to get lost in a little bit of social media for a while. So let's think about entertaining our customers. We need to remember, though, when we're entertaining our customers, to stay on brand. So if you've got a company that sells sneakers, thinking about entertaining them around shoes or running or sneakers or active wear or something like that. So don't go off brand when you're thinking about entertaining people. I'm saying that because I worked once with a very high-end jewellery business, a very high-end jeweler, and I talked to him about entertaining, and I can say this because I've asked him if I could share it. I talked to him about entertaining his people on social media, and he posted a motorbike with a trumpet, and it was funny, it was really great, but it should have been on his private page and not into his jewelry page. Whereas he could have posted some really interesting or funny proposals or engagements or bloopers at weddings, things that are surrounded by the jewelry that he was making. So I hope that makes sense. So when we're entertaining people, we can find memes, we can find jokes, we can find behind the scenes bloopers, branded videos, quizzes, games, competitions, events. There's lots of things to entertain your customers in your niche, just remembering to stay within your niche. And we can inspire people. So we can inspire people based on the target market that they enjoy. So going back, and again, I'm going to do a workshop on this, knowing your target market very, very well, knowing what celebrities they like. And then you can share some of those things from those celebrities, and it's going, your page is going to be meaningful to your customers, to your target market. So celebrity endorsements, behind the scenes, quotes, videos, before and afters, guides. Be mindful of before and afters. Actually, be mindful of any of this, that it follows the Facebook policies, because you'll be taken down. And you really don't want to do that. We just want to play the Facebook and Instagram game, and then it will work for us. And we can educate people on our product and service. So tell them where to find your product and service. Tell them how it works, what it does. Do an about us with your business people. Do some infographics, some ebooks. Do some PR, some white papers, guides, trend reports, workshops, frequent ask questions, demonstrations. So many things that you can do to educate people on your product. Now, have every fourth post showing your product or your service. So if you do have a product, it's a great idea to set it up in Facebook Commerce Manager and link the product post to it. So then you'll see, so this is the Facebook Commerce Manager. When you go into your Business Manager, going back. This is the Commerce Manager, and all you do is pop in all of the information, your beautiful photography from your products, your information about the product and description, all the benefits that we're going to get from your product, and then that will go into your Facebook. And every time you start putting a post up, it will give the opportunity to say, do you want to tag your product? And then once you do that, it's very, very simple. I'll show you the next slide. This gorgeous little shopping bag will come up on the bottom left corner. Now, it's such an easy way to allow your customers to go straight to your website or your landing page, straight there and view your product. This is what we need to do. Make it very, very simple for your customers to buy from you. Okay, so pro tip, this is what it looks like when you're actually tagging the product. When you tag your product, Don't put the dot in the middle of your page. Once you start doing this, you'll see what I mean. Facebook actually puts the dot in about the middle there, and you've got to click on the side to bring the dot down. Because if you keep the dot in the middle up here, the product tag will be over the top of your beautiful imagery. So you really don't want to waste that imagery. You want to try and put it on the side down here, and then it will ask you which product you want to tag, and then save it, and you'll get then that gorgeous little shopping bag on the side that people can click on. So setting up and connecting our Instagram page. As we do this, I might just check in here. We've got some Q&A. Any tips for professional services on how to entertain followers, etc., rather than just tips and advice, which gets a bit boring. Totally agree with you. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a whole webinar on how to actually do that, but there's some really good ways. Go into your left side of your page and have a look at pop into the search bar your niche, go into the left side, go down to videos, have a look at the videos that have probably over 1 million views, and see if it doesn't see if it actually suits within your niche, and see if it doesn't sell a product that you're in competition with. You don't want to be sharing that. And then start sharing those videos. They're already created. The content's already there for you, and they're great for entertaining your people. I hope that answers that. Let's have a look at this. Thanks. Beautiful. Okay, so we've covered the Facebook, so let's have a little think about setting up and connecting our Instagram business page. Like I said at the beginning, you do have to have your Facebook business page set up first. Now, I really encourage you to open your phone. This is so much easier if you open your phone and you go into your Instagram app. So we're going into your business Instagram, not your personal Instagram. So jumping into your Instagram app, and then we click on the logo at the bottom. And then we click on the 3 bars. They're called the hamburger bars at the top. And then we hit settings here. And if you're watching the replay, I encourage you to actually do this step by step, and you can pause the video at any time that you need to. And then we tap account and we scroll to the bottom. And then we click to professional account. If you have already got a professional business account, you won't have the option to do this. It will say click back to a personal account. So if you don't have that there, you know that you already have a business account. And then we scroll through all the information, we select the category, click OK, confirm business, and tap next. So then you will be prompted to connect your Facebook business page. So choosing the Facebook business page, if you've got a few, choosing the Facebook business page obviously connects to the Instagram that you're wanting to set up. And then I really encourage you to return back to your profile and click this Edit Profile button. We need to make sure now that we're setting this bio up properly. Again, just to make it so simple for your customers to get to you. So checking, is your logo clear? And is it the same as your Facebook business page? Keeping it branded the same builds trust. That needs to be the same as your website. It needs to be the same as your Facebook business page, obviously. It needs to be the same as your YouTube, your TikTok, your Pinterest, the stickers that are on your products, your business card, or any of your signs, keeping this the same, just building that trust and keeping it the same. Thinking about are all your sections completed? So name, username. This can also be changed to different things if you choose to. Just making sure though that one of them is your brand name. Now, is your bio very easy to read? So looking here and looking at the bio. So sharing healthy habits from beautiful, clean Australia. Popping in some emojis into Instagram is a very good idea because Instagram is a very, very visual platform. And so the people on Instagram know how to read emojis. They like seeing those emojis. So you've only got a certain amount of characters of letters that you can use in here. So making sure that you can fit all your information in there. And sometimes it's an easy way of using a emoji instead of an actual word. Now, I really encourage you to have this last line a very clear call to action with emojis either side, either the arrows or the pointing fingers down, because that last line will be directing people's eyes to the website. So we're just trying to connect people to do whatever you want them to do. Go into this one's going into an ebook where people can download it, but you might like them to go straight to a URL that is your booking system or your product. So popping the website in there. Okay, so does it have a call to action at the end of people directing people's eyes to the website? So that's just what I was talking about here. And then we go back to the profile and click to see if the website link works. So always going back, making sure that the website link works. Now I'll show you what that looks like in the bio. It's a little bit smaller here, but you can see that call to action is a visual call to action, and that link is a clickable link underneath it. That's important because you really only get one link that you can click to get people off this platform. There's a few other ways of doing it, but that's the main one that you're going to be using. So that call to action needs to be very, very clear. And I'm going to go back and talk to this and put some visual call to actions here. So pro tip, like I said, you only get one website link. Now, if you want people to go to different places, if you want more than one website link, I encourage you to set up something that's called Linktree. It's free. It works beautifully with Instagram, no problem at all. And it's very, very easy to set up. So this person has set up their Linktree. Once we get onto their page, we click that link, and then all of this comes up. So they've set it up beautifully, and they've got that link, that link, that link, all of these different links that they've set up, because they can only put one link in here. So if you've got a booking system and an ebook and a product and something else, you know, all the different things on your like a website that you want people to go to, pop it in a link tree. But if you have your own website, don't use a link tree. Set up a separate landing page on your website that has all of the links to your services and products. Because if you're setting up this link tree, you're sending people to a link tree. If you have your own website, hopefully you've put your Google and your Facebook pixels on your website so you can start collecting data from people that go to your website, and you can remarket to them. So I'll just say that again. If you've got your own landing page and website, make a new landing page on your website, put that as your link, and then send them so you can start collecting that data from the pixels. I hope that makes sense. Okay, I've just got a question there. Oh, same question, no problem. Okay, let's move on. So a few extra tips. Have a look at your feed, delete anything that doesn't fit well. We all make little quick mistakes sometimes, and we say, oh yeah, that'll be fit really well, and then we look at it later and say, holy dooly, what was I thinking at the time? So just delete it. It doesn't matter. Just take it away. So if you've, the other thing, if you've created reels, make sure that the wording is in the correct place for the grid. I'm doing a workshop on this, but very quickly, if you make a reel, that's a video for Instagram, they are in a tall rectangle shape, but in your feed it only shows the square. So if you are writing anything on the reel, we don't want to put it up the top, or we don't want to put it down the bottom. We want all of our content in the middle. And again, I'm going to go into a lot more detail about that in another webinar. Now, if you are making TikToks, please make sure that you take the logo off before you post it to Instagram. Instagram and TikTok are having huge fights, I guess. Fight is probably not the right word, but Instagram is really, really trying to compete with TikTok. So if you have created a TikTok and you say, oh, well, I'll just put it straight onto my Instagram, Instagram will hate it if you've still got the TikTok logo on it. So just make sure, and I can teach you how to do that if you want to. Snaptick used to work, but sometimes things change. Sometimes we're talking social media, it changes all the time. What am I on about? So Snaptick works last week. Don't know if it works this week. Taking off that logo for Instagram. Okie dokes. So we've come to the end of our little chat today. Thank you so much for coming in with me. If you haven't already seen this program, it's absolutely phenomenal. I love talking about this to people because it blows me away. We've got an amazing team that has incredible expert advice, and you know, we've all been around the traps for a while. Most of us own our own businesses and have had businesses previously to going into this, and the federal government has allowed us to jump in and offer 7 hours worth of personal business mentorship for only $44. It's an amazing price. It really is. So you get to meet experts face to face. I can meet with you. We can jump online. We can have a meeting, a chat, or if you're not in this area, we can have an online chat. We get to help you build your business, and we get to hit your goals. The biggest thing that I actually like about this program is that we look at your personal business. We don't just give, you know, generic advice. We look at your personal business and we say to ourselves, okay, where can we help you grow at the level that you're at right now? And it's been really cool being able to do that. This program's very new. It's only been going for a couple of weeks, and it's just been amazing helping people do that. So we can give you mentorship in social media and digital marketing, which is my main expertise. And then we've got experts in websites and selling online. We've got experts in online security and data privacy and using business software. So anything that is digital, we've got people who are experts in money. We've got people that are experts in, so many different things. So we cater for your business and we set it up. So if you haven't signed up to this, I really encourage you to sign up. like I said, $44. Oh my goodness. For 7 hours. It's so great. And the program is going to run forever. So I really encourage you to jump on in and start the process. So you're eligible if you've got an ABN, and the ABN needs to be registered in WA, Queensland or Northern Territory. You need to be you need to employ fewer than 20 full-time staff members. So here's the link. So it's Business Station link.link/register, and very simple. We'll get you into the program. We'll have a one-on-one with you initially. We'll find out exactly how we can help you, and we'll get you sorted. Okay, so that's the end. We've got a little chat there. Oh, great program. I did my first session last week. It was great. Got some good help and tips. Thank you, Dave. Really cool. Very cool. Great webinar. Very helpful and practical information. Thank you so much. I'm glad. I like to give very practical information to you. Just going to stop sharing and come on in and have a chat. So again, thank you so much for coming in with me today and chatting. Agreed, very good, thank you. Oh, I love getting this feedback. Really, I don't want to waste anybody's time. Everyone is busy, everybody is, everyone's time is very precious. It is to me and it is to you. So I want any webinar, any workshop that I do to be very, very useful for you. So giving you tips that you can just go, you know, I can nail this, no problem. It's taking that overwhelm and making it easy. Beautiful. I'm getting some lovely messages. That's really nice. And I'm also getting messages over here, so let me get rid of those. Thankful, useful information. Very good. Thank you, Lynn. Hey, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Cool. Okay, so if you haven't already jumped into the 7 hours for $44, I really encourage you to do it. We'll do our absolute best to find you an expert that really helps. The next sessions that I'm doing, like I said in the webinar, are what am I doing? I'm doing 9 ways to find content on setting your social media up. Very good. I'm doing a very, very, very bird's eye view of how to sell your product on Amazon, because it's a huge process. I've been through it a few times, and I'm doing it again with another brand that I've just started up. And yeah, just so you understand the whole process, and doing lots of other things as well. So thank you again very much for coming into the webinar today. I really appreciate you coming in and spending some time with me. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you.